Found out it was just so many different emotions going on at once. I mean, I remember sitting in the clubhouse and just kind of listening to what people are hearing, listening to all that stuff, not knowing what's going to happen to us. And I remember hearing the season was over, and we kind of assumed that. We knew that was coming, and so we were kind of prepared a little bit. But I mean, just the anxiety and the almost fear of like, oh, I really did take some of this time for advantage, or took some of this time for granted. And it was really shocking to hear that the season could have been over, and was over, and we weren't going to get our eligibility back. So that was tough, but I mean, it ended up playing in our favor. When we all found out, it was more or less, I felt it was awesome, because from the younger guys, I felt almost more like they didn't really care as much as they were more concerned about us and our well-being. And that was really awesome to see the whole team kind of pull together for the seniors that might have been on the field for the very last time, and all their hearts went out to us. And that was awesome to have those guys around for that, and made things a lot easier on us seniors for sure. A lot of time in the weight room, hitting as much as I can, throwing as much as I can. I got buddies down here in Longmont that play Division I baseball that I'm able to work out with, and other guys that play college all around this area. So got a good group of guys that I can reach out to and have been training with a little bit. So it's awesome. Really has been a blessing, though, knowing that I have this extra time to get ready and really make next year count. I think my deciding factor coming to Pueblo was I had a couple friends that Gunnar Pickett had actually already signed here. I've been playing with Gunnar since I was 11 years old, so it was kind of cool that we signed here together. But I had him; he was going there, knew that. Dakota Popham, Northeastern alum as well. Me and him were really good friends in junior college, and with the mixture of those guys there and the great things I heard about the program and the location, obviously, of the school, everything kind of lined up for me, and that's why I decided to come to CSUP. They were a huge part of my life, I mean, they recruited me. And Eddie reached out to me when I was in junior college, and that was the first one I talked to as far as our staff. And then, just through the time being around and spending hours at the field, grew a family love for, Mass, Coach Massaro, Coach Mikey, Joe Rowe, obviously Coach Sanchez, all the guys involved, Ambrose and Eddie, like I mentioned. It was, they become your family, your family away from home. And it's really sad to see Sanchez retire and go. But 26 years is a heck of a run. He did some really impressive things in those years, and we couldn't be more thankful that he brought us here, and he helped us learn the game of baseball. Me and him had a really good relationship on the field and off the field, I thought. And he always came to me. I went to him when we needed things. And one of my favorite memories of Sanchez was, there's tons of memories with him, but the one that always comes to my mind is we were on the bus after, I believe, losing to New Mexico Highlands, and he starts telling us about the 3 C's of baseball. He talked about it all the time, or the 4 C's, whatever it was. Apologize, but he then looks at us and he says, "You know what the last C is? It's karma." And then walks off the bus, and we all kind of looked around for a little bit. We're a little concerned he didn't know how to spell karma, and it was pretty funny. And he was able to joke about it after the fact, and that's kind of one memory that stuck with me, because Sanchez is always able to. He's an intense guy, and he's in there to win baseball games, but he's able to joke around and have some humor after the fact. But I just want to say one thing to him and the entire staff is thank you guys so much for everything you did, and we wish you guys the best of luck on whatever journey comes ahead. And once again, just couldn't thank Sanchez, Massaro, Mikey, Joe Rowe, Ambrose, Eddie. I couldn't think, and Falsetto, couldn't thank any of them anymore. I mean, they did everything for us. So thank you guys. But a lot of memories in general. And I'd say the ones that stick out the most is just the time, I'd say, like shoveling the snow off the field. No one really wanted to be there. Obviously, no one wanted to do it, but we all came together and got it done and had a lot of fun in the meantime too. So those days were always kind of cool, as much as they weren't fun, but they always ended up with good stories.